There we go. All right, y'all. We back. We back. We back. Let me let me submit the chat. Let me submit the shit again. Give me 1 second.
Oh yeah, that's my bad. No.
Get this shit in order. Now let me share this. Share this. Why is it saying? Waiting for EPC Nation. Why is it saying that?
You gonna fuck up again?
I'm trying to see why is it not saying. Okay, we good now. We good. We good. So now, I'm gonna share it back to the group. Let me share it on Twitter. Okay, and we put it in the group. All right, there we go. All right. All right, back. All right, y'all. Now we back. We back. We back. We back. We back. So what we was on? We were on the PGs. You know what I'm saying? The top three PGs voted by the Steppers chat. You know what I mean? All of the people that are in the chat, they voted. So niggas don't come at me saying anything about bias this or no shit like that. You hear me? I don't want to hear it, cuzzo. I don't want to hear it. I'm just. That's all I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? So look, top three PGs. We had number 3. We had Pistol Gang 4L. Did you all have anything to say about that?
I remember before it got cut off, I was making a note that he was one of the newest recruits, even newer than me. And, he done already jumped up to number 3. What I will say about him as far as a plus is he's willing to learn. He understands the competitive leap that we take in the pro-am when we're going against the competition. And he's willing to learn and grow as a point guard. So not only do I think him being number 3 in this short of time is good, but I also do think he got a lot of potential.
Yeah, I think I think Pistol Gang has a lot of potential as well, and I think he wants to be one of them dogs. Like he wants to be the top.
That's kind of the point I was making. He understands that and wants to grow. We can clearly see, it's a gap in competition, and we got some room to grow. And he's ready to grow.
Yeah, like I already think he's better than Billions. You know what I'm saying at PG. I think when it comes to PGs, he has what it takes to be better than Billions. You know what I'm saying? And Billions is a hell of a player to me. I really respect this game and all of that. But I must say, I got Pistol Gang over Billions. So Pistol Gang for me is a newcomer. He's coming into the game. He's coming into the fold. I was playing with randoms and I like this game. So I'm like, man, yo, come on, let me see how you work in a competitive setting, because that's really what our chat is. It's full of competition games. That's what we looking for. We looking for that. So I think he's been doing well. I think he can do better for sure. We just got to get him to where he needs to be, and that's that. Black Kellerman, what's up, man?
Hey, let me put my plug in there about Pistol being better than me. I'm okay with that. I feel like you get to a point in 2K where it's not about me no more. It's about who's coming up behind me. And I feel like he has that potential to be better than me.
Wait. Hold on.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I know you didn't hear that, but everybody on YouTube heard that shit. Hey yo, what the fuck? You just said the nigga that's coming behind me. Why is he there, sir?
Oh, bro.
Why is he there, sir? Remove him expeditiously. Remove him expeditiously. You may continue, but that was wild. That was insane. But go ahead.
Somebody following in my footsteps.
There you go.
I think that he definitely his ceiling is high. And it's good to know that somebody, you know what I'm saying, somebody has that aspirations to keep doing it, because PG is a hard position, bro. We're not gonna knock it and say. I've seen many people step into that role, and it's like you get a first couple good games, and it's like everything is peaches, and everything is good. But when you get that adversity, I didn't see him shy away from it. He wanted to get better, and I can appreciate that. And he's gonna be number one. Write this down.
Ooh, you got him as number one by this week. That's a heavy take. That's a hot take.
Oh, I like it.
That's a hot take.
I like it. I do think
he's gonna be number one.
I do think you got a high ceiling, so who knows?
I bet. Okay.
Nice. I like that.
Well, let's keep it moving. Number 2 top PGs in the chat. They debated. They were high when they made this list. Cause they put this nigga at number 2, and I believe that he low key might be number 1, and I'm upset that he's number 2. Number 2 goes to Money Making Nias.
I was just running with my dog too. I was just running with it.
What we doing?
Was just running with it.
What we doing? The bomb just got dropped. What are we doing?
Hey, I've been in some wars with him. I definitely think he's valid. I've been in some wars with him. I definitely think he's valid. I can't argue with it. And I think he was my number 2, bro. I gotta go look at my list. This shit sound like exactly the way I had.
I'll say this: I haven't had the privilege of running with him, but I hear good things. I've never been in a party and heard negative. You know what I'm saying? He's very vocal, and he definitely leads his team on offense. So that I got, you know what I'm saying, I have no qualms with him being at number 2. However, him being at number 2, I got my eye out now. You gotta.
You gotta show and prove. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. But I am mad at the number 1 pick, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm very upset about the number 1 pick. I think that there were other people that deserve to get the credit for this, but let's give it up for the greatest 2K player in the world. His name, it just happens to be mine. My name, it just happens to be me. It's all me. They said Big Cannon is the number 1 PG in the chat. What are my brothers from another? What do you all have to say about that? Do y'all agree? I don't, but do you all agree with that?
I'm gonna go first. So it's valid, bro. It's valid because you know how to bring people together. You know how to take different lineups and make it work. Like, and I mean make it work like not close games. I'm talking about blowing people out the gym. And it's like there's no way an average point guard could take a group of people and do what you've done. So I won't take that away from you. You're tough. You know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You know how to take over. You know how to score. You know how to pass it. You can get hot headed at sometimes where you feel like it got to be you. You put that pressure on yourself where you feel like it got to be you. So I need you to trust other people more, just like they trust you. But it's valid. You're number one. You're number one in my book.
All right, not mine. I gotta be the one. No, listen, that's valid, and I'm gonna say this. I played point guard. I mean, I played with 3 or 4 different people at guard. Um, it's just a real special talent to be able to break down defenses. And when it come to guards that break down defenses and being able to hit people right on the dime, whether you miss the pass when they want the ball, but for the most part, you can't argue with when you get it. And the only thing I would say is when things are not going as good as they should be, I think the last person that should be ready to say, all right, fuck it, I'm done, is you. Now, this ain't nothing I've said, I've said this to you. I say it all the time. Cannon, hey, they look at you to hold it together. This the time for you to speak. This ain't the time for you to lead a chat. This the time for you to say, fuck it, let's play another one. We finna get this right. Follow my lead. Because you're the leader. And the point guard, you hold it down very well, and the poise is top notch. So I think number one point guard is very valid, and I think the only thing I would say is not to beat yourself up when there's nobody else really doing it. We all looking at you. We all take the fall as a team, and so we got to get back up as one. But if the leader laying down and saying, "Hey, fuck it, I'm done," it's gonna be hard to rally the troops. So, hold it down. That's all. Hold it down. You the one. I definitely agree with you, number one, though.
Man, I appreciate that, man. That right there just made a lot of sense. I respect it, and I'm taking it from respectable players. So I was, I fuck with that, and I appreciate that. It was so dope that we actually kicked the nigga off the whole Zoom because of what was just said. So hopefully he decides to stay off, and we can continue, the show. So, all right, man. Yeah. So, all right, man. Uh, Top PGs is out of the way. Now we get into the fun stuff. We get into the top shooters. You hear me? The top shooters in EPC. Now, when we see these people on the court, we know who it is. We know what's going on. We know who the yo man. Can you come back on the screen and not show your little model picture that you got? You okay, man? You all right? Hello? You back?
What?
Never mind. I guess you okay. There you go. Yeah, go and get yourself in order. But we talking about the top 3 shooters for this week. Now, there have been some shakeups here because a lot of the individuals that are on this list, we've seen them before. But we have dropped off one of the premier shooters for the weeks. There's no clamp here. There's no clamp here. So we know that Clamp is one of our better shooters. There's no clamp here. So we starting from number 3. Now remember, this was voted by everybody in the chat. We are looking at number 3 being Lethal Weapon. What do we think about that?
I can't argue. I mean, honestly, I can't argue with wherever Lethal end up on the list when it comes to shooters. The boy's a shooter. He's certified and played enough with him to know the boy's a shooter. It's as simple as that.
I think that Lethal. You know what? No, go ahead, Black Kellerman. What's going on? How you feel?
Lethal valid, bro. I think sometimes he's one of those people you just want to keep shooting, regardless of whether he making them all or he missing a few. You want him to stay engaged because you know he can change the game.
That's valid, very valid.
And there's very few people like that in the chat. You know what I mean?
No, facts. Lethal is a guy that I trust on that hash. That I trust to create his own shot. I believe that it's by far one of the best shooters in the chat. The fact that we got him at number 3, I know he's going to be upset about that, and hopefully he comes out this week going insane. You know what I'm saying?
That's the plan.
Because we know what Lethal does. We know what he do. Shout out to you, Lethal.
That's what I said. I'm not mad at wherever he end up, or whatever spot he end up on whatever list, because the boy is a shooter. He's going to make the list, though. That's just how it goes.
Number 3, though. Number 3, and I know you don't like that, Lethal, but you're number 3, nigga. Number 3. Number 2. We gotta keep going. It's 3, 2, 1. Number 2. We have now this young guy. Not only do I think he's one of the better shooters in the chat, I think that he brings energy. He brings the energy to the chat. He brings the energy to the games, and we be so stuck on being X's and O's. He brings in some hilarity there. He brings in some color in the black and white in between the lines basketball. So shout out to my boy. You know I fuck with you heavy. But number 2 is going to my man's Clutch Shooter. Clutch Shooter. Number 2 goes to Clutch. So, what are we thinking, man? Number 2, Clutch.
No arguments. I have no arguments with Clutch. I actually agree with everything you said, especially as far as the unorthodox team uplifting that he brings to the table, and it's welcomed, and a lot of times it's needed. And so, it's an intangible that you can't really teach that. You know what I mean? And I think it's something that it's a great value, great asset to the team. And not to mention, the boy is a demon on the hash. So it just, and he can create his own
fucking shot. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, he can create his own shot, because his spin jumper is embarrassing. Like it embarrasses me.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you with that. He be missing that shit a lot.
That might be one of the more, but I mean, shit, it's a quick shot. That's why I don't try it.
It's quick, but the motherfucker do it when he don't have to.
That would be so crazy. But more power to him, man. He do some of this shit I wouldn't even try.
Yeah, I give it to him, man. Shout out to him.
Yeah. But when it comes to holding square and releasing from wherever spot on the floor is acceptable, you gotta guard that man.
So what's up, Kellerman? I'm gonna keep calling you that, man, because you think you somebody that you ain't, man.
Shooter to me is such a dangerous criteria. Because you got your spot ups, you got your system shooters. Then you got your people that just, hey, I can put them with anybody. You know they gonna shoot lights out. Clutch is one of those people where I can put him in any system, and I know he gonna come through.
That's a fact. Clutch will catch the ball wide open, dribble out of it, and then dribble back wide open, and then hit the shot. Like he literally can do it with the fucking ball. It's hilarious.
Like he's not a cone, and that's the difficulty of shooting because 2K shot speeds change and stuff like that. So to not be a cone, to be able to make every shot, that's to me that's a shooter. And Clutch, yeah, top 2. I don't think he's number 2, but we're gonna get into it.
Ooh, shit! You don't. What you think he should be higher or lower?
Another conversation for another. You know.
Okay.
Or do you want to have that conversation? That's up to you.
What you say?
Have that conversation.
What you saying? What you saying, Bills? You saying higher or lower?
I say higher. I think
Ooh.
Because I think sometimes we get caught up in the volume shots too. So just because you take more shots doesn't necessarily make you better.
Okay, so you're saying to me right now, because I'm finna drop you just dropped a bomb right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. You just dropped the bomb and I'm sounding the alarm. I'm letting the people hear what you just said. Are you telling me that you have Clutch Shooter as a better shooter as the number 1 person elected in these chats? The number 1 person we have is Half Court. Are you saying right now, are you making the declaration, Mr. Kellerman? Are you making the declaration right now that Half Court is a lesser shooter than Clutch Shooter? It's on you.
I'm saying that volume played a big role in that.
Wait, hold on.
Because if I'm not mistaken, volume played a role in that. And the reason I'm taking away from Half is he got a 99 3 ball.
So you gonna knock the man for having his ratings where it is?
I have to, because with a 99 3 ball, you know what I'm saying? I expect you to shoot the way he does. With a 92, 93, you know what I'm saying? If I have a 92, 93 shooting the same way as a 99 3 ball, who's a better shooter?
He got a point, Jay. I'm not gonna lie. He got a point right there.
That's a very interesting dynamic you just added there, Mr. Kellerman.
But you
I'd be remiss to say so.
That is...
Yeah, who's a better shooter? Who can you say, hey, like, I know one person has Hall of Fame limits his range, and I know one person has gold. I know one person has, you know what I'm saying? Like, we talking badges here, but we're not going to dig into it. What I'm saying is I think Half is a volume shooter. His sample size is a lot more than Clutch, but I think Clutch is a better shooter right now than Half.
Well,
I definitely understand what you're saying.
We understand what you're saying. But
definitely understand that.
But I ain't gonna lie to you, the chat don't. You're wrong. The Half Court is number 1, and you, sir, don't matter when it comes to the basics. You're just here. You're here, brother. He left the whole chat of that because, hey, Half Court, I ain't gonna lie, you shoot that ball and you shoot that ball good. That's why they named you number 1. So I can't be mad at that. Half Court was elected as number 1 in the chat in regards to shooting that ball. So
I will say Half Court is, and we people who know, like, we do it week by week, and that boy has been lights out this week. So he's a lights out shooter, but this week especially is, in my eyes, what made me vote him for the number 1 shooter this week, because I absolutely had him at number 1 and Clutch at number 2. Now, I will say, to Billion's point, volume did play a part in my decision. But I also believe that it has to. The guy, he's able to get, not saying Clutch can't get up those amount of shots, but this week he was able to get up a lot of shots and get a lot of shots into that basket. So it even though you don't necessarily throw it over the top for volume, I do think volume has to account in some way. And my point is, we say Steph is better than Steve Kerr, not just because he shoot more.
That's fact.
You know what I mean? Not just because he shoot more. He does shoot more. He does shoot a lot more. But we also understand when that boy throw the ball up, we're secure. Half can run in a half. He can run a one-man fast break, and Clutch does it too. But Half can run a one-man fast break and pull it up with a unconscious mindset where you believe it is the worst shot he could have taken. And
green that bitch.
In this chat, we're walking back down the court. A lot of times he got to miss for us to be like, oh shit, he missed.
Look, man, the Zoom is running out of time. I think it's going to stop us, so I'm going to just go ahead and run through the last of the joints. The top defensive players, we have Clutch at number 1, we have Rambo at number 2, and we have Pax at number 3. The most improved individual we have is Bang. We have Bang as the most improved for this week, and for the top the top two-way player of the week, it went to Clutch. So Clutch, man, you get, even though you didn't get the top shooter, you got the top overall player, two-way player for this week.
Wow.
So
y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can't hear you now. Now you look presentable. You look like a person now, Kellerman. You look like a person now, Kellerman.
Bro, I had to switch my technology over here.
Yeah, well, it switched. All right, cool. Well, look, I'm gonna tell you this. The Zoom is ended, but next week, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all we're gonna do it the same exact way, but I'm gonna have a lot more time because I'm gonna actually buy the Zoom shit after that. So I'm gonna buy the Zoom shit to make sure that we don't have to deal with this running out of time shit no more. So if it happens to run out of time, my apologies. YouTube, I fuck with you. But that is what it was for this week, man. We do this week after week. Look, hit me or JC or Billions up. We're gonna be putting our tags into this as well. We're gonna be doing a lot of different things that it comes to this. So y'all be prepared and be in tune with it. So look, hit us up. If you're trying to be involved in the EPC Nation, it's growing every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the motherfucking wreck looking for randoms, looking for people that's fire. So y'all come through and support it. If you know people and shit like that, do fuck with it too. 2K24, we will be putting up these tournaments. So there will be tournaments, prizes, and everything that's aligned with that. Come ball out with your favorite battle rappers, or just people that's in entertainment, period, man. If you think you know how to play 2K, you feel like you can win with your team, your five, bring your best 5, and let's see what you're capable of doing. Shout out to y'all, man. This shit is gonna end, so fuck it. I'm done. So boom, we out, man. Sign us off to y'all, man. If y'all can't sign yourselves off.
Man, shout out. I'm out. I ain't got nothing to say. Peace. EPC.
Blessings, man.